Welcome to the 6 o'clock news.
It's 3 o'clock.
It's also not the news. Hey y'all!
This is my husband Jared.
It's more like Jennie.
It's CherryPieCottage.
Episode 53. I got nothing for that. I don't know.
I was gonna
53.
say yoo-hoo. Episode 53.
Welcome.
Yes, welcome. We live in Lubbock, Texas. This earring's about to get on my nerves. It keeps catching my braid. We live in Lubbock, Texas. We love it. Our son just walked by in our
With a bowl of popcorn.
half full, always adding more salt. He's my child.
Yeah, it is. Anyway, so welcome back to everybody who's been with us before, and welcome to everybody who's just finding us.
We're very distracted this episode already, apparently. Not enough salt for you? He's shaking his
said
head no.
So, babe,
What?
what's been going on?
School's done. Yes! We did it. I have a senior. I don't want a senior.
One more year.
Don't even. You
One
were,
more year.
No, don't even, because even you were like, because Haley in the car goes, you're going to have an 18-year-old and a 13-year-old in the fall. An adult and a teenager. And he even went, well, don't tell me that. I don't want them to grow up.
I want them to grow up. But
It's too fast. The older they get, the faster it goes. When they were younger, it seemed to be slower. But our oldest just finished her junior year. And she will officially be 18 in October. So, then our youngest is just finished 6th grade, so he'll be in 7th grade next year, junior high. I know, I don't want to think about that either. And he'll be 13 in August, even though he's already acting like he's 13. We have hit those not so fun teenage years. Okay. Yep.
Why not just push the braid to the back?
Because it just looks weird back. Because it's a side braid. Because I can't braid down the back of my head. So it is always on the side. I don't know. But we've also reached that time of the year where I can't leave my hair down because I get too hot. So, but I don't want to constantly be pulling it up into a ponytail, so the day I wash it, I braid it so that way it's not getting too much breakage. I've noticed during the intro period and what's been going on, during editing, I drink more out of my cup. So, I apologize to everybody that gets annoyed with me doing that, but it is what it is.
It do be like that sometimes.
Hi babe, what are you drinking?
Coffee
In your
in my
Jack Skellington?
best mug ever. I did find out this holds the same amount as my Yeti, which is awesome. So I can run a large and a small into my cup.
We have a Keurig, by the way.
Yes. So
You have wife hair on you.
I always have white hair on me.
You have a question for me?
What are you drinking, babe?
I'm drinking cold brew coffee because he's weird drinking hot coffee right now.
Well, like I said, I had cold brew this morning, and I don't want to burn through it too quick.
This is the time of the year we do that.
It's not the point.
Yeah, the weather actually has been pretty nice. It hasn't been too hot, which is surprising for this time of the year. We've been getting a lot of rain, and the weather's
It was in the 50s when I went to work this morning.
it's been staying in like the 80s and low 90s, which some other people are going, that's nice weather. Yes, that's very nice weather for us.
May? Yeah.
Yeah, because we're used to like upper 90s and in the hundreds.
Now, what would be awesome is if come August, it's still in the upper 80s and lower 90s.
Wouldn't hold your breath.
Oh, I'm not going to.
No. What else has been going on?
Really, really excited that maybe next Sunday. So not today's Saturday, so not tomorrow.
Next
but
weekend.
A week from tomorrow, we should get to go back to church.
We're so excited.
So excited.
It's only half the congregation at a time.
And did you see they're going to have half of the half in the auditorium and the other half of the half in the fellowship hall?
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, that was in the email. So half the congregation gets to go at one time, but
only a quarter
that half gets split in half again, and
so,
one part's in the auditorium and one part's in the fellowship hall.
Or in the Harmony Hut.
Yes, the Harmony Hut.
Our building is
New Jericho.
Yeah, our building is too small for the amount of people we have. We are planning to build a new building. We are just, instead of financing it,
They're
waiting.
doing it the right way.
Right.
I think.
We're building up the money in the savings account.
Yes.
So once we get 80% of the money, then they'll break ground and start building. Is the plan.
So once I hit the lotto,
Totally.
we'll go ahead and pay
We'll
it.
give them the whole
Oh, yeah.
enchilada. But so usually during the school year, we have Barnabas groups, and there's 4 of them. And it used to be like every Sunday one group was doing a meal for the visitors and stuff. So it was like a luncheon. So everybody would bring something and everybody would eat together from that group. And then when we started outgrowing the auditorium, that same Barnabas group that had the luncheon was meeting in the auditorium, not in the auditorium, in the Harmony Hut is what we call it, but it's the fellowship hall. And we're still worshiping with them and everything, it's just we're watching it from the TV. So, but that's what the Harmony Hut is. I did all that explanation to explain to you why we call it that.
They used to have the rollaway fold-up divider walls around that area.
Yeah.
So some people were calling it New Jericho, and
Penalty box.
then the penalty box, the Harmony Hut. Yeah, just
So,
we have fun with it.
yeah.
But it's going to be nice to get to go back,
Yes.
even with only really seeing like a quarter of the congregation.
Yeah,
So-
well, at least we know that one of our good friends will be with us, that family, because they're in our group.
You know,
However, Haley's boyfriend and his family are in a different group from us. So her best friend will be with us no matter what, because if we bring her, then she's going to be with us, and the other people that would bring her are in our group anyways. So, but we've got the best friend. The boyfriend is the one that. So we're thinking more than likely what will probably happen is that he will come and go with her no matter what. Because he lives right there in town where we live 15, 20 minutes away. But we'll see. We're just really excited to get to go back. We're not having Bible classes or Sunday or Wednesday night services, unfortunately. But it's at least a step forward. We're getting to go back and worship together again, which we are like really, really excited because I miss my church family.
they're not
A
even
lot.
have songbooks out.
No. And we're not doing the communion trays. Everybody's doing the little individual ones where the cracker is like styrofoam. Oh, it's so bad.
Styrofoam and swamp water.
Ugh, it's so bad. But it's what we need to do to keep people from getting sick. I understand it. It's just not my favorite. Which is why he made ours for while we were at home. Because instead of going up and getting the...
Styrofoam and swamp water.
Yeah. So, It's not literal styrofoam and swamp water. That's just...
It's the way it tastes.
Yes, because it's packaged.
The wafer is like chewing on this.
No, it tastes literally like styrofoam. It's got that same texture as styrofoam.
Yeah, it's bad. Oh.
But they have to make it like
I
that,
wonder if we can bring our gnome from home. You think they'd be upset if we did that?
I'd be okay with it. I mean, we all live together. We could all just drink out of the same.
Be a one-cup family.
Yeah. I think they might get a little mad, though. And besides...
They're passing out the supplies. We're like, no thanks.
We got our own.
We brought our own.
Yeah. I don't think that would be in the spirit of things, no.
I'm sure your uncle would hear about that.
Or he'd be the one, like, really, Jennie, come on now.
Her uncle's one of the elders in
Yeah.
the congregation, so...
Yeah. And who's to say our children are even going to sit with us?
Yeah.
Because if Cooper's there, he's going to be sitting with his best friend.
Well, yeah.
So even though if we're in the Harmony Hut, they'll
They're
probably be sitting
there with us.
Yeah.
So...
But Haley never sits with us.
No.
She always sits with the youth group, which is understandable.
No, that's what they're supposed to do. They're supposed
Yeah.
to all sit up there together.
Yeah.
So...
So now that we are 11 minutes in, I mean the first 5 minutes y'all aren't even going to see because...
Yeah.
Yeah. But 11 minutes in and we haven't talked anything about what this podcast is actually about. So in case you're new here, this is a knitting podcast.
Oh,
Yeah. I mean, I have been sitting here knitting where y'all can't see, but that's because y'all can't see this till we get to shop news.
Plus, it's weird to knit like this. I feel like I'm doing this sometimes when I knit. But.
Well, when I'm sitting and concentrating, my yarn, it like slowly moves up. So, yeah, I do that. But let's move on. We had a giveaway last week where all you had to do is just comment down below and we have drawn winners. It's not you. You didn't qualify for it. Sorry.
I never qualify for it.
No, because it's our podcast. Okay, so I drew off camera because the way we have to do YouTube is we have to ask them and then I have to like literally count each one to get to it. And I do have it set to where it's the newest comment first, so one starts with the first comment and goes up.
Plus, there are some people we just don't want to give prizes to.
That is a lie.
That's not true. We don't censor it like that.
No, we don't.
We really don't.
No. So our first winner, which is show them the prize because you have it in your hand. He wants to keep this for himself.
I do. This is Ginger Snap Yarn in the algae colorway on the Luxe DK, 100% superwash merino.
Or
17.
algae.
I'm sure there are some people out there that pronounce it algae.
You never pronounce it like
Algae.
that. It's algae. Oh my goodness, stop.
17 micron, 280 yards, 110 grams.
And oh my goodness,
So-
this base.
Oh, it's amazing. It's amazing. But that's all of Kim's yarn. Kim's
Yes.
yarn is always like that.
But
So-
like her Luxe is like MCN, but there's no cashmere in
Yeah.
it at all.
So, Ginger Snap Yarn, if y'all don't know about them, definitely go check them out. Give them a Google.
Yes.
They're good people for Canadians.
And Americans. They're good people for everybody. Stop. Kim, Colin, I am sorry for that.
They know me. So, first prize, the Ginger Snap Yarn. And I'm assuming this is
Yeah.
it's a Ginger Snap bag as well. But I'm sure it's a Mr. Snap That creation. So, I'm a superhero because I make noises. But
Because I make these noises. You're supposed to read that part.
oh, okay. But it's like a
Canvas.
canvas bag. Let's see what the inside looks like. The inside is a Bob Ross because it's a pretty blue.
You are on a whole other level today. FYI.
And the zipper pull, it goes with the theme of the bag. So, tell our viewers what they won.
Well, that is what they won.
Well, tell the prize who's getting it. Then I don't know.
Who won the prize? Lanny, 129.
Lanny 129.
Yay!
So Lanny 129, how do you want them to contact you?
Probably Facebook.
Okay.
Or not Facebook, Instagram. DM me on Instagram. If you don't have Instagram, you can Ravelry.
Yeah, there's Instagram, there's Ravelry.
So if not, then you can leave a message below this video and I can give you my email.
Smoke signal, carrier pigeon.
Yes, we will get it
Whatever it takes.
figured out.
Yeah.
So, our second prize.
Showing this one too?
Yep.
So it's another ginger snap yarn.
And it's on the same base as the last one.
Same base, DK Lux, 100% superwash merino, 280 yards, 150 grams, 17 micron. And this is the Limeade colorway. Limeade. So definitely a limey color.
Definitely
And
the color that you wanted to keep too.
I wanted to keep both of them.
I know.
I think it's funny that Colin put this on a bag. So it's another canvas bag, and this one says "Get her done." So the inside of this one is foxes. What's that? Oh, neat. Okay. So inside of this one, foxes.
That fabric's really cute.
It's up to you to figure out what they say. It's got a little care card in there for the bag. So, what?
You are such a dork.
But you love me anyway.
Yes, I do.
Can't take it back.
So the winner of this, we actually know this person.
We do?
Yes, it's Joy Adams.
Oh, Joy.
Yay! Talk to her every Monday. You know where to get a hold of me. What? We're a little stir crazy, y'all. Just a little bit.
I don't know why I am. I get to go to work every day.
You get to go to work.
Oh, yeah. Such a joy.
Especially since it's inventory time.
Let me tell you what. If you have ever worked in a retail position where you have to do your own inventory, it's a flippin' nightmare. It really is. This year wasn't so bad. Because we've actually been trying to work it throughout the whole year instead of waiting.
Well, you
Until
also
now.
are the one in charge of your section, so
Well, I wasn't gonna brag about how I made it better.
your boss has bragged to you that you have made the door shop better.
So
you're not really bragging; you're telling the truth.
but
You have made it a lot better. You've made it profitable for one.
this is true. So anyway, those are the prizes. Lanny,
Yep.
Joy, y'all.
Joy, you know where to contact
Yeah,
me.
you know.
But so, do you have anything else to add to what's been going on?
I do.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure.
Okay.
I do need a haircut.
You gonna tell them about your Amazon?
Oh, good grief. I hate Amazon. Amazon's so
Right
stupid.
now.
Right now. I ordered some stuff from my shop
Beginning of April.
beginning of April. Okay? Like beginning to mid-April. It wasn't even supposed to ship until
End of May.
beginning of like mid-May.
Yeah.
Like a month. And these jackwagons would not take the money out until they shipped it.
And they weren't shipping it.
And they just weren't shipping it. So I ended up canceling one of the things on the order. And then I ended up just having to cancel the whole order.
Because when he canceled the one thing, it pushed his delivery out.
Yeah, I canceled part of it, and it makes it take even longer to get to me. Mm-hmm. And then, let's see, I had ordered a pin blank from Scotland, and I'm not. This is not the seller's fault. I had no reason to think it's the seller's fault.
I don't think it is.
I think
it's just
what's
going on.
I ordered that
in March.
In March, I ordered that. And granted, coming from Scotland, okay.
Normally would take longer.
Okay. But it had been, like, I still haven't gotten it. Mm-mm. And I ordered that in March.
Like March?
No, well, it was like March 27th, I think, when I ordered that. And I contacted the seller about 2 weeks later, and then said, okay, well, I'll give it to the end of the week, and then if I still haven't gotten it, I'll wait another week, and if I still haven't gotten it by then I'll contact you. I waited like 2.5 weeks, and I still haven't gotten it. So,
I think it's either stuck in customs or it got lost.
So I got a feeling she's sending me another one.
He had asked just for a refund, so she wasn't having to lose any more money by sending something else.
Right.
That could just, the same thing happen because of COVID and everything. So I think they're being more picky about things coming from overseas no matter where.
I think murder hornets stole my packages.
Oh, shut up.
Stupid murder hornets.
That was blown completely out of proportion, too.
Yes, it was.
There's more memes than actual facts about them. I mean, that's ridiculous.
I have seen so many daggum memes about the murder hornets.
It's going to be shark birds for June.
And the thing is what they're calling the murder hornets aren't even the Asian giant hornets. They're just the cicada killer wasps or whatever.
We have down here and have for years. I mean, there might have been murder hornets up there, but
I don't know. But
I don't know.
Sharks with freaking laser beams attached to their heads is what's
I think it's
next.
shark birds that's next.
Shark birds.
Yep. So let's just see what level 6 of this Jumanji game is for next month.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. 2020 is just supposed to be, a fantastic year.
Somebody's going to find dinosaurs living somewhere.
It's been a dumpster fire lately.
And it's going to, it's going to get reported that, dinosaurs have been found and they're invading your neighborhoods.
Yeah.
But I don't know. But
I will say our area, we have more recovered than actual active cases now. And because here in Texas, we are opening back up. So, our numbers have not jumped. They've stayed low. We haven't really had that many deaths either.
We've had some.
Yeah.
We have had some in this area, but
mostly when that nursing home got hit with it.
Yeah.
But
so anyway, now it's time for faux party. Hey babe, do you have any faux?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
You're a jerk.
And just to clear things up, I do not.
You didn't let me ask you. That's not the way it works. No.
What faux do you have, babe?
I have one faux.
Okay, what faux do you have?
These are Michael's socks. They're still wet because I just washed them, or washed and blocked them today. But these were the other half of his skein of the Cozy Knitters Advent from this year, or last year. So I have finished Michael's, and yes, this fits his 12-year-old foot.
And my 35-year-old foot.
Yes. Our son's foot is like an inch shorter than his, and he's 12.
Now, okay, so when I put this on, the heel, if this was my foot, the heel doesn't actually sit like that. It sits more like that, to be fair. So, it only comes up maybe halfway on my heel.
But this is your sock blocker.
Yes, these are
the extra large
Texas
sock
Goblin
blocker.
King
So my 12-year-old son's socks fit on the extra large sock blocker. Makes me scared to have to buy his shoes in about 3 or 4 years. Hey, Michael, since you're coming through and I've already shown these off, no clue what the contrast color is that was in his thing. Hang these up on, in there to dry. You know, like I hang my yarn up.
Thank you, bud.
Okay. Thanks, Bubs. Don't know.
Food.
He just asked what's for supper, just so y'all know. That's like his number one thing. That's his number one concern is he's hungry all the time. But he's 12, almost 13. So that is all the foes I have. And since you ruined my fun, it's time to move on to
Talk Texan.
Now we are done with the book,
Yes.
but
I still question the pedigree of the author of that book. I don't.
I feel like he just Googled stuff.
I think he.
Yeah. So I have found some more Texanisms. So our saying statewide is "Don't mess with Texas," and it is.
It's the state motto.
Yeah, don't mess with Texas. Basically, it started out because we used to have a lot of like litter issues.
Can I have one, please?
You're very distracting.
I asked him for a bottle of water.
And he
opens it in front of me and drinks out of it. Because I want to share his Ronas.
Because he's your child and that's something you would do to him.
Granted. But that's hardly the point right now.
Anyways, this saying came about as a don't litter initiative, basically. And trash cans are painted the blue, white, and red stripes, and it says don't mess with Texas in the white part.
Thank you.
And so that's like a big saying here. Like it's an official saying here in Texas.
It's
our
the
motto,
official state motto.
Right. So we are known as the Lone Star State. That's our nickname.
Right.
But our motto is don't mess with Texas. And it started out as meaning don't litter, but now it kind of just means don't mess with us at all.
I think it's just a continuation of the don't tread on me.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, same basic concept. Don't tread on me. Don't mess with Texas. No step on snack. You know.
Yeah. But it started out as, don't litter, pick up after yourself.
Right.
Now it literally means don't mess with us.
Right.
Like, don't try to enforce any of your stuff on us because we want to do what we want to do.
Texas basically says, whatever, I do what I want.
Yeah, we might be part of the U.S., but usually if you ask us where we're from, even if you're from another country, we don't say the U.S.
No.
We say we're from Texas.
I did that in Japan.
Yeah, people.
I did that in Japan. This older Japanese guy, we're at a park, and he spoke English. I mean, you could tell it was definitely not his native language. And he was like, he asked me where I was from, and I said I'm from Texas. And he goes, "Oh, Texas." Yeah. And I am so sorry if that accent offended anybody, but I'm not doing it to be mean. I'm doing it because that's what the guy did.
We did that at Knit City. People asked us where we were from, and we just said Texas. Not U.S., no. Texas. We're from Texas. So, the only time it applies that we're a U.S. citizen is when we're going through customs. Because Texas, we can't say Texas.
I can't get a Texas passport.
No,
which would be awesome if we
that would be fantastic. So, the next saying, which is probably one that most of y'all have heard, is...
It's not necessarily true, though, but...
It kind of is.
Sometimes. You want me to say it? Mm-hmm. Okay. Everything's bigger in Texas. On some things, yes. On everything, no. Okay.
Our personalities are way bigger than
anybody who has been bit by a mosquito in Alaska, okay, knows that not everything in Texas is bigger. Okay. Now, if you want to talk about relative size of chicken fried steak, yes, ours is bigger. Okay.
Our properties are bigger than most other. Our houses are bigger.
See, Alaska is bigger than most of the U.S.
Yeah.
But Alaska also has like the population of Houston. I don't know what the what
Texas
is the
is
population of Alaska.
I don't know. Texas economy is the 10th largest in the world. Just the economy in Texas. We say everything's bigger in Texas, but our what?
Alaska population 731,545. Okay, Houston has 2 million people in it.
At least.
At least 2 million people.
Yeah.
So
that's just one city in Texas.
Yeah. Okay, so the entire population of Texas is almost 4 times, or sorry, the entire population of Alaska is 1/4 that of one of our cities. So.
Well, it's only the entire state of Alaska is only 500,000 more people than what we have just here in Lubbock. Our population here is like 200,000, but it doesn't feel like a big city. That's the thing.
No. So. Especially for like the last 6 weeks, it hadn't felt like a big city because.
But that would explain why.
Going to and from work was a breeze because I didn't
not
have
as many people on the road.
Not near as many people out there. So.
But our personalities we're louder than most other people. Our personalities are bigger. Our pride from being from Texas is bigger. But yeah, now then, this is not so much a saying as in something we just always do. If you put an apostrophe in on anything, you can use it to describe just about anything. Like, you said some examples.
Like, hotter than heck.
Yeah.
Like this saying, bigger in Dallas. Okay. It means apostrophe in is how you conjunct the word than with another word.
Oh, that was like in. Or maybe, I don't know.
No, it's saying bigger than Dallas, but we just say bigger in. Yeah. So older in, hotter in,
colder in,
uglier in.
Ugliest sin.
Ugliest homemade sin. Okay.
Yeah.
Homemade sin is the ugly one.
Yes.
Don't know why, but.
Now this is one that I say more often than he does. Maybe not.
No.
All get out. GIT-OUT.
Yeah.
It's hotter than all get out here.
Yeah. I'm madder than all get out.
Mattering.
Mattering. Yes, mattering. Okay. Loud it. Actually, it's as all get out.
Yeah.
So it's loud as all get out, hot as all get out. So.
Yeah, but you can say hotter and all get out.
Hotter than all get out. Yeah.
Yeah. All get out is like a blanket for everything. This is one that you've said to me.
Oh yeah, this ain't my first rodeo.
Means this is not the first time you've done this. You've done it like multiple times.
We're not saying these because we think y'all have never heard these. We're saying these because
these are like common phrases that we actually use. Now this is one we used when our kids were little. Hissy fit.
Hissy fit.
Basically a temper tantrum. Like, quit.
A wobbler, for those of you in England.
So yeah, hissy fit. And like our daughter will still occasionally throw a hissy fit.
Teenage girl hissy fits are the worst.
It's drama. Her best friend throws hissy fits.
See, here's the thing. I can deal with a kid laying on the floor, screaming, whatever. Okay?
You can't deal with the attitude hissy fits.
Attitude hissy fits are the worst.
And our son is starting to get into those teenage hissy fits too. Another phrase that you can use is big O. Like,
see, I thought it was big O-L-E, big ol.
No, it's just big O.
Oh, see, I pronounce it big ol.
Yeah, that's a big O hissy fit she just threw there.
Yeah.
She's mad as all get out. Do you have another way to use that, or that's a big old steak.
It's a big old chicken fried steak. See, mine has the LE on it. Big old.
But you're from the southern part of Texas.
Yeah, I'm from South Texas, so.
I'm from here. This is one you've used with your daughter, like recently.
Uppity. Okay.
UP''DEE.
That's not how I would spell it, but I thought it was like UPPITY.
Let's give them a second to see if you know what uppity means. The dove apparently knows.
The dove always has something to say.
Yeah. Uppity, like quit being uppity. Don't hit the chimney trying to scare it away. It doesn't work. Like when your kid gets an attitude with you.
Yeah.
Thinking that they're better than, like.
Thinking their poo don't stink.
And, yeah.
There's another one.
Yeah. But anyways, so like when Haley gets an attitude or whatever, he'll tell her, hey, quit being uppity. Or if somebody's just being snobbish, that's another way that could be used. Being snobby, or, if it rained, they drown because their nose is so far up.
People get a biscuit above their breakfast and they think they're better than others.
Mm-hmm. So. Now this is one that I like. I don't really use it, but it's...
I use that occasionally.
Trust him as far as I can throw him.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna explain that one? Or is that kind of self-explanatory?
I think it's self-explanatory. If you trust something as far as you can throw it...
You don't trust him very much.
Yeah, you don't trust him very much.
Go ahead.
Come hell or high water. Another one, and I like
determined.
it. I like this other one better, but I still don't really use it all that much. Is if the good Lord wills and the creek don't rise.
Yeah.
I don't really use it that much, but I do like that one better than come hell or high water.
Come hell or high water is like you're determined.
No matter what, it's gonna happen.
Right.
So
this one he uses sometimes describing his workers.
Do you have your pen?
I have a pen over there.
Oh, see, you should have put the Dumber'n.
Yeah.
Dumber'n a box of rocks. Okay, and yes, I use that to describe some of the people I work with on occasion.
Not the sharpest crayon in the box.
Yeah. They ain't playing with a full deck. There's cobwebs in the windmills of their minds.
Yeah. Well, the thing you need to understand about Texas is we're polite people.
They're playing with a warped puck.
We're polite people, and this right here is our way of insulting somebody without actually insulting somebody.
I don't know. That is pretty insulting. Okay. Another one I like is Dumber'n a 10-pound bag of stupid.
You use that one more often than this one.
Yes, dumber than a 10-pound bag of stupid. Dumber'n a bag of hair. Okay. Got the sense God gave a dirty Q-tip.
You have any other...
Got the brain of a cheese sandwich.
Okay, let's move away from the dumb. How about something else? We do a lot of comparisons in order to not sound as rude, because saying dumber than a box of rocks to us sounds more polite than just saying you're dumb. I mean, that's basically what it boils down to.
See, again, I see that as like a qualifier on how dumb that person... You can call somebody dumb all day. That's not that bad. But when you qualify it as dumber than a box of rocks...
Well, you usually don't tell them to their face, though. This is you talking about them behind their... talking about them to somebody else.
Granted.
Because you don't actually tell your guys at work you're dumber than a box of rocks. Or do you?
No, of course I don't. That would be disrespectful and create a hostile workplace.
Ex-Air Force. That's all I have to say. Still better than what your dad would have said. Your dad would have been more blunt.
We don't need to go into what my dad would say to people.
No, but I'm just saying, you might do things that I'm like, really? Why do you do that? But it's not as bad as
you have to know your audience, basically.
It's not as bad as your dad, is what I was trying to say.
You have to gauge what you say based on your audience. And if you know that it's somebody who can take being told that they're dumber than a box of rocks,
or
or
trust you as far as I can throw you.
Yeah. Then go ahead and say it.
The other thing with Texas is we like to shorten our words and squash them together.
Mm-hmm.
But then take forever to say the one squashed together word.
Mm. That's true.
Yeah. But that's all we have for Talk Texan.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Unless you got some other Texanisms you want to add in. Can you think of any?
I mean, there's fixin' to.
Yeah, but we've talked about
We've
that
talked about
before.
fixin' to. That was in the book.
Yeah.
Finer than frog's hair.
Tump. Do you know what tump is?
Is it like tilt?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I know it.
Watch it that you don't tump that over.
Yeah.
Wapajod.
Yeah. Cattywampus.
Cattywampus we don't really use. I use Wapajod. I've used Wapajod my entire life. It means something's crooked.
Yeah. See, I grew up calling that cockeyed.
Yeah, I never did. Ours was Wapajod.
Yeah. Growing up, that was cockeyed. Like, if the picture on the wall is turned, then the picture's cockeyed.
Or crooked. I mean, I wouldn't use it talking about the picture, but picture's just crooked. And that is spelled Crooked. Not at all how it sounds when I say it.
Crooked? That's how everybody spells crooked.
Okay. I'm just saying the way I said it, though, it doesn't sound like it would be spelt like that.
Okay.
That's what I was saying.
Okay.
So, I say a lot of words different than what he would. But that's because I have the heavier accent.
Yeah, that's the reason.
Rude. It's gonna make me mad as all get out.
Anyway.
Anyways. I'll get out. I use a lot. I do.
Dadgum.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's
a polite curse word.
I had somebody, when I was in the military, I had somebody, I think he's from Virginia, tell me that I was the only person he ever knew that literally used the phrase dadgummit.
I use it.
Yeah.
Because we don't cuss. So these are like curse words, but not really curse words. It's like when you get mad.
Mm-hmm.
Or like when something doesn't go the way I really want it to, I say poop. What's another one? My dad used to say foot.
What, the cuss?
I don't say that.
I do. I have. Well, not always. I say it occasionally.
You've also used to say smurf.
Yes. Yes. Smurf. I forgot about that. Smurf is the best non-cuss word.
Yeah.
Okay. Because if you think about it, in the Smurfs, they would use the word Smurf for all different things.
Yeah.
Smurf. I'm gonna start doing that again.
Please don't. It was so annoying. So annoying. Shoot.
Yep. Shoot. Dang it.
Yeah. Yeah. And those are words that we don't use like excessively either. It's just.
Well, I use dadgum all the time.
I know.
Ding dang.
You've never used that.
I have to.
When you're being funny, you don't. That's not like your usual. Your usual is dadgum.
Well, yeah.
Spills his coffee. Dadgummit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's spelt the way it sounds too.
Yeah.
Okay. So. Okay. Now. What?
No.
What?
What we were just doing.
Oh. We had popcorn. I had popcorn kernel. Not kernel. Like
Popcorn skin.
skin like stuck. And I didn't think y'all want to watch me pick my teeth, so. Plus,
Does anybody
it was
else call it popcorn skin?
I think you're the only one, because I don't call it popcorn skin.
I call it popcorn skin. Like when you, like the outer layer of the kernel. when it gets stuck in your teeth. Popcorn skin.
Okay.
Rude. Now it's time
for
Whip
it.
Whip it good. What you whipping up, babe?
Oh, you want me to go first? Okay.
Yeah, because I'm not even going to show anything. I have
Zilch.
I have negative knitting mojo.
Well, I haven't been knitting much either because we've been binge watching The Masked Singer.
Yeah, we discovered the math. Okay, so here's a rabbit hole. I'm going to take us down this rabbit hole.
Go for it.
So, The Masked Singer, the TV show, came out, last year?
It came out a while ago.
Whenever it came out. Anyway, we saw the previews for it.
Both looked at each other and said, that's dumb.
That looks dumb. It's another talent show, blah, 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 blah. Dumb. Okay, Monday.
For some odd reason.
Monday, I just happened to come home for lunch, and she's sitting there reading the synopsis of The Masked Singer on the Roku.
Okay, the reason why, can I explain why?
Sure.
Okay, the reason why is because all of our other shows we have caught up on. No new shows are coming out right now because we're going into the summer season, so there's nothing new. I was just looking for something new, and I thought, well, this is mindless, whatever. I'm just going to check it out.
Yeah, so we watched the first episode on my lunch break, and we both kind of got hooked on it.
Yeah.
And it's actually pretty neat.
Yeah.
It's pretty neat because it's not like America's Got Talent or The Voice or anything like that, where people are trying to get contracts. There's no criticizing what they're doing. It's just, it's celebrities. Yeah, it's people that already have more money than they know what to do with, more dollars than cents. And
it's fun to try and guess who it is.
Yeah, that's the main thing. I could have swore
this is from season 1, so this is not a spoiler.
Well, it might be.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say who won the season.
The lion. That one, completely got both of us. And the monster.
Threw me off. I could have swore I knew who the monster was. Yeah. And I was nowhere close.
Neither was I.
Okay. But the lion came out left field.
Yeah. Even the judges were like, huh?
Yeah. Okay. Because I'll sit there and the ones where you can see their body type. Okay. I'm looking at their body type and I can say, okay, it could be this person. It's definitely not that person. Whatever. When you look at their mannerisms, you're like, okay, that looks like this kind of person. Nowhere near.
The monster, you couldn't even see anything but his calves and down. That was it.
Yeah. You could see his fingers.
Yeah.
You could see his fingers and his calves. And that was it. And because it was basically just I don't know, it looked like one of the Fry Kids from the old McDonald's ads. Where zero body shape. But anyway.
The one today from season 2, the eagle, that one was out of the left field too. Neither one of us would have ever guessed that's who it was.
That person never would have even crossed my mind. If you have not seen it and you're like, who the crap are you talking about? Go and watch it. Because it really is just a fun show. And a fun singing show.
Family show.
Yeah.
That's the thing. All 4 of us sit down and we binge watched the first season in 5 days.
I'd say at least some of the judges are just complete wackadoos, but they're funny.
Yeah.
Ken
Jeong is one of them.
Ken Jeong, I think, is hilarious, but I've never really watched his stand-up though. But I think he's kind of funny. But
the whole first season, 4 days, we sat and watched he stayed up late Thursday night so we could finish.
So
we were down to one
episode.
Finale. Yeah.
But go and watch it, and when you see, just keep an eye on the lion.
And the monster.
If you start in the first season, the lion and the monster. And
complete left field.
If you can guess who it is before the unmasking, you're better than I am, because I would have not in a million billion years, forever and ever, would I have guessed either one of those people.
Well, you doubted me on the rabbit too.
I had my ideas on the rabbit, and okay, because who it was, I don't know. I guess he lost a lot of weight.
He was never that big.
He was
as big
bigger.
As you thought he was.
That may be it. I may have it in my mind that he was bigger than what he actually was, and that's why I doubted you. So,
but I knew.
So for everybody out there that's like, who the crap are you talking about? Say a name. I'm not going to say a name because that'll spoil it if you haven't watched it. If you have watched it, you know exactly who I'm talking about.
And don't spoil it down below either.
Yeah, please don't.
So
please don't.
That's the whole fun of the whole thing. But now back to whips. That was a giant rabbit hole. But yeah, when we're watching that show, like I get my knitting out and I forget. I forget to knit. I just get like sucked into the show. But I did work on my 2 sweaters. My Sturgill sweater, which is knit out of all of my yarn, which I'm really excited about. This is my first sweater for myself that I've used all of my own yarn.
I will say just real quick, I doubted you on the rabbit, but you doubted me on the deer. And I got the deer right on.
I know, but I also changed my mind and told you that, yeah, you're right. The deer is very obvious too.
Yeah.
Once you see him laugh.
Once you see the mannerisms of the deer.
But anyways, this is my Sturgill. I'm almost done. I can't
good. I love color work.
I'm really pleased with my colors. It's all squashed up and I can't pull. I don't want to put it on a bigger cable because once I split for sleeves, I'm not going to need that big of a cable, so then I have to switch the cable again, and I just don't like that. Right now, I'm doing color work with 3 different colors.
Uh-oh. You came loose.
I know, it's fine. So, this is by Caitlin Hunter. Go figure. Because I love her. But I'm not doing the cowl that goes with it. But that's what it looks like. I'm probably going to do the sleeves longer than what she calls for, because I don't like the 3/4 sleeves.
It looks like old Gothic architecture.
Mm-hmm.
Like old churches and stuff.
So, my main color, these is Hoovian. The speckledy color right here is Gee, I Wish I Was Back in the Army, and that's on DK Tweed. All the rest are on DK 100. The brown is My Caramel Romance, and then the pink is a unicorn.
Just a unicorn?
Yeah, because it's a non-repeatable. That's what I call my unicorns.
Okay.
It's an ook.
I forgot.
Yeah, my ooks.
Sorry.
I don't call them ooks. I call them unicorns.
Sorry.
Because that just sounds more fun. Here is the Gee, I Wish I Was Back in the Army. This is an Advent colorway, and it will not be coming back anytime soon. And then here's the unicorn. It's just a pink. So, and I am completely done with this color. But, do you want me to go ahead and keep going?
Yeah, like I said, I'm not showing anything because
you haven't done a single thing?
I have done nothing. I owe the world knitting because
yes, you
of
do.
how little I have knit.
Knit. We are not going through this again. It is not nat.
It is.
Knit.
Past tense of knit.
No. No. He's going to be annoying as all get out. And then I added a few more inches to my Sunset Highway sweater. I am about halfway through the body. I'm probably going to do more than what she calls for. I'm definitely going to do the ribbing for longer because she called for only 5 rows of it. And I know that's going to flip up at the bottom. So I'm going to do like 2 inches of ribbing. Oh, and that is in my ginger snap bag. My Wizard of Oz ginger snap bag. I need more bags from her. Then I worked on this for a little bit. This is my 8th Avenue wrap from Cozy Up Knits. I finished the yellow. So I have 3 more colors to do. Orange, pink, and purple. So it calls for 8 minis, I only had 7. The minis are Sea Turtle, and it's the Pop Rock Speckle. Yes. I bought these at Knit City because they are rainbow speckle. But yeah, so there's the next color is the orange. And then my main color is a Life in the Long Grass. Just a gray, like a blue gray. And then I have socks. One I've actually cast on and have been working on. The other ones are my next pair since I've finished a pair. This is by Kirby Werby. Oh, I love her yarn. This is cooler than pack of peppermints. I need about 2 more inches and then I can put a heel in. But, oh yay, it's showing the striping in the blue too, and like the mint.
You know, if you took the pink and the red out, that would look really cool.
Mm-hmm. I could ask her to see if she could do it. I could ask her to see if she could do it.
But then it's no longer the peppermint theme.
Well, I could get rid of the pink. See if she could just do the...
It's fine. It looks nice. It's just not my colors.
I love Kirby Werby. She is one of my favorite self-striping dyer. Then, since I cast off a pair of Cozy Knitter, I have cast on a new one. This one is In Bloom. Cozy Knitter is from Canada. She is also a self-striping dyer. It's a sock set, but I've already split them in 2. So here is what the mini was, and then this is the striping part, self-striping part. So, and you have to knit her yarn. Yeah, I have to knit her yarn on a size 1 because it's thicker than American yarn. American fingering weight is thinner. So American, I have to do it on 0s.
It's the first time something American has been thinner than somewhere else in the world.
Oh, what? Shut up. Because our portions are huge.
Yeah, exactly. Because we love our food.
So, but that's all I have.
What about that?
No, this goes in shop news.
Oh.
But that's all I have for whips. So now it's time to move on to and now for something completely new. Hey babe, what's in the news?
What do you call a baby ape that's just like its parent?
What?
Chimp off the old block.
That's dumb.
So I saw in the news the other day, there's a company that is making glass coffins.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It
doesn't seem safe.
Whether or not it takes off remains to be seen.
That's dumb.
Did you hear about the scientist who was lab partners with a pot of boiling water?
No.
He had a very esteemed colleague. And I got one more that I've been holding on to, and I've not told you this one yet.
Okay.
Because I want, like, genuine first reaction.
Kind of like the butterfly and the wing wing.
Yes. Yes. What does a redneck Buddhist say when he dies?
What?
What reincarnation?
So dumb. That is so dumb. Wow.
I've been holding on to that one.
That is so dumb. So dumb. And it's not as funny as you think it is either.
It's hilarious.
Is there anything else in the news today, dear?
No, that's it.
Now back to your regularly scheduled program. Now it's time for
My precious!
That is like his favorite part. I can never ever say that title. Okay, so first off, I ordered another sock bag from...
Of course you did.
Yes, I did. From Knit for Brains. Like, and as soon as I ordered this, she messaged me and said, somebody just messaged and said they got carjacked. I was like, oops. I was just faster in buying it, I guess. I don't know, but oh my goodness, it's so cute. And now I can use it. Yay. Then me and Laura from A Crochet and Houvian could not pass this up. This is a new to me bag maker. And let me get her card out. Shall we? We'll be all fancy and stuff and actually show the card. Lila Styles. She is on Etsy. And she is from El Paso, Texas. So I ordered this bag because Doctor Who. And it's so pretty. And it's like, material is good and sturdy. It's
like a heavy linen.
Yeah. And then the inside fabric is that. Have to wait a year for the new season. So dumb. They like spit it out in like 2 months and then you have to wait for the rest of the year. But, and I don't know if she does this with everybody, but she sent me this too. And it's Doctor Who. And it is, you put it, for those ones that pull from the center, you put it around your skein so that way as it gets smaller, it sucks it in so you don't get a disaster of a
yarn bar.
Yeah, basically. So, but I love this fabric. I would totally wear this fabric as leggings. And I don't wear leggings. I know. And then here's the inside. There's another Doctor. Love it. And it came with tea, which I'm going to give my daughter. Because I'm not a big tea drinker. It's Earl Grey. So, Haley loves it when I order from people that send tea because then she gets new tea. Unless you want it.
No.
One bag's never.
If it was peppermint, then yeah, I'd take it.
But that is all I have for my precious. And I'm like all of a sudden really, really hungry. Probably because I didn't eat lunch. Oops. It's like 4:30. But now it's time for shop news. Hey, you said it at the right time. Do you have any shop news?
I do not.
Do you even have anything in your shop? Just the one pen still?
Yeah, I think it's just the one right now. Let's find out.
What is your shop name?
My shop is Goblin King Designs on Etsy, and I make fancy schmancy pins for people that are too good for Bics. Not me. I like them. I'll just show you a picture of the one that's in my shop right now. Let's see. So that's it. That's my hand model, Wanda, holding the pen right there. That is made from olive wood, and it's got a really nice weight to it. I think that's the best feature of the pen is just the weight of it. You know, I use pens sometimes that just feel really light and flimsy in my hand, and that one is definitely really nice. So, but that's what I have in there. And like I said earlier, I had ordered parts for my lathe. That now that I had canceled my order, I got to try to figure out where I'm supposed to get those parts from now.
Well, you could probably place your order again. Things are starting to pick back up here.
Maybe.
I would still say go get the bandsaw from somewhere else.
Yeah.
I
think Walmart had it. Well, I went to Harbor Freight and they have one for like $140.
That's cheaper than what it was on Amazon. So just get it from there.
Okay.
This next paycheck. Is that all you have for shop news?
That's all I have for shop news. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't have anything else.
Sorry, I got a message on Etsy, and I wanted him to read. We'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me move my cup. So I had let's start with Halloween Advents. I still have some in the shop. They are only going to be in there through the end of May. Yes. Battery's dying, I know.
You want me to plug it in while you talk?
You can.
Okay.
My Halloween Advents, the theme is Nightmare Before Christmas because it is a Halloween movie. It is 12 days. It is 12 minis and a full skein. They are in the shop till the end of May or until they sell out, whichever one comes first. And you have 3 choices for your minis. You can get them on fingering sock in 50 gram or 20 gram, or you can get them on DK sock in 20 gram. Also, your full skein, you can pick if you want that fingering sock or DK sock. And yes, I do plan on having Christmas Advents again. Those will probably not go in the shop until June. So I want to get all of this for the Halloween ones done, and then I will add in the Advents for Christmas. The other thing is that I have my dyed to order listing up, which there is in the description. Why did you unplug it?
Because it wouldn't reach otherwise.
Okay, just make sure you plug it back in when we're done. Okay, he unplugged my extension cord. Anyways, dyed to order. You can pick however many skeins you want, whatever base you want, in the drop down box. But then in the description is the list of all of the colorways that are available for that order. If you don't see the colorway you want, message me first because I either forgot it or it is a retired colorway and I no longer dye it. Like Punk Rainbow and Punk Watermelon. Those are no longer dyed. They are both retired. We're good.
Okay. Sorry for shaking y'all's world up there for a second.
Sorry. The battery in the camera's dying, so he's having to plug in the camera. So I also still have the Wizard of Oz pre-orders up, and those are going to stay in the shop. He totally just did the floss behind the camera. Don't ever do that again. Oh my goodness. What did I marry, y'all? Wow.
The whole goal was to see if I could distract her.
And she did. He did. Not she. He distracted me. Anyways, so the Wizard of Oz pre-orders will be in the shop for a long, long time because Wizard of Oz is my favorite. And so those will be in there for a while. I don't know when I'm going to be able to dye up more ready to ship, but you can get those on any of my bases and as many as you want. So if you want a sweaters quantity, use that listing to order it. Also, if you spend more than 100, make sure you use discount 100, all caps, when you check out for the coupon code, and you can get a discount, 10% off your whole order. But that's all I have for all of that. Then we have the update, but our camera is fixed and stopped recording again. So, be right back. Okay. Then I had a shop update today. Today is Saturday, the 16th of May. But I had an update today. Haley just yelled at the dog.
Just here, get down.
Get down.
Get down.
I had 3 new colors, and 2 favorites from last summer. So let's start with the favorites from last summer. Texas Sunset, which this represents, hold on, the gorgeous sunsets that we get here in Texas, hence the reason why it's named Texas Sunset.
Oh.
Well, this is on fingering sock. I dyed it also on fingering tweed.
Oh, now?
If you're going to be my assistant, you need to pay attention.
Well, I tried to show it. You yelled at me.
Because I wasn't ready for you to show it yet.
It's the same color.
But it's a different base, so it shows up different. See, look.
It looks exactly
no,
the same.
It's
to
darker
me.
on
That
that
is
base.
the exact same.
Do the yellow. The yellow is darker on the tweed.
You say so.
Yes, I do. And then I also dyed it on Fingering 100. All ready to ship. This one is already in the custom order, so if you want it on a different base or if you needed more, you can get it. The other favorite was hibiscus. I dyed this up on Fingering one. Oh my goodness, that is blowing the camera out there slightly. That is like pretty much true to color though. It's like a very, very bright pink.
Not that bright. Good grief. That's like a neon highlighter in an atomic explosion.
So I dyed it up on Fingering 100. I dyed it up on Fingering tweed. And see, look. It comes
It
out
looks
darker.
exactly
No,
the
it
same.
does not. It comes out darker on the Fingering tweed than it does on the Fingering 100. I also, since last update, this was so successful, I dyed it up on 50 gram Fingering sock skeins too. So, then I wanted to get one more solid in this update, so there was a new colorway. This one is called Sunshine. And yes, it is that. It's a bright, happy sun yellow. This has got some tweedy bits from the tweed. This is on Fingering 100. He has it on Fingering tweed. See, that is very different. Dyed at the exact same time. And then I also did it on Fingering sock 50 gram skeins for contrast colors because it goes really well with Texas Sunset. It also goes really well with hibiscus.
And Texas Sunset.
Yes. I tried to make sure that these colorways would go together somewhat with ones I was dyeing currently. And since I was dyeing Texas Sunset because I had a request to, I also dyed a new colorway. This one is called Texas Sunrise. And instead of going from yellow to pink, this one goes from yellow to blue. So there's a lot more orange in this one too. And I did a darker yellow on this. This is on Fingering sock. He has it on Fingering tweed.
Aside from the purpley bits,
I tried to do this without any pink or purple in it, but going from the orange straight to the blue didn't look right to me. I wanted it to be a little bit
you need the purple.
more, yeah, to make it
Yeah.
transition
Yeah.
better. So this, I'm calling the way that I dyed these line speckled because, hold on, I want to show you. And this is the way Texas Sunset's dyed too, and Mermaid Tails, and
Unicorn tails.
Unicorn Tails. I really like this method, but I don't know what it's actually called, so I'm just going to call it line speckled.
It's your own particular idiom.
I guess. I don't know. But, so, yellow to orange to the purple to the lighter blue to the darker blue. Almost purple. But that's definitely a blue. But yeah. So that's why I call it line speckled. It's just because it's like speckled in stripes or lines. Where they kind of blend where the colors are speckled together, but you still get the each individual color too. And if you want to see how these knit up, go to Laura's Instagram
Laura.
of A Crochet and Hoovian. She is currently working on a project with Texas Sunset. You have to get my thumb out of it.
I'm trying. Dainty little thumb that.
It's not that dainty. This is not usually how I
Don't
label
you-
my yarn.
Don't you ever doubt me again.
This is not, here, scoot it down more towards the middle. I didn't do this the way I do all the other ones. This is not how I usually put the tags on my yarn, FYI. I usually skein it up and then put the tag on.
Usually a
but,
lot more graceful than that.
Yeah. So, but there is Texas Sunset, and he had it on fingering tweed. Also dyed it up on fingering 100 and fingering sunrise. Sorry, I don't know why I keep doing that. Sunrise. So, which this pairs well with Texas Sunset too, and if you put sunshine in the middle,
then it's a day-long cow.
yeah, you could also add in hibiscus too. Just saying. Anyways, and I also did it. And fingering 100 speckles show up lighter than what they do on the fingering sock, which I think is great. Then, following, I had a theme apparently. It started out because I was dyeing Texas Sunset and I wanted to put in hibiscus as one of the tonals. So then I thought, well, since I'm doing Texas Sunset, I want to go ahead and do this new colorway, Texas Sunrise. So I did. And then this one, I was originally going to call it something else, but when I was scanning it up, this name seemed to fit better. This one is called Texas Twilight. Like the time of day, not like the book. But this one's not line speckled, this one's just speckled. There you go. And see, even hibiscus would work with this too.
You get a whole day of Texas.
Yep. So even though we don't really have hibiscus here. Hibiscus is in there because it went well with Texas Sunset as a contrast.
Yep.
And then the other one just kind of fell into place. Now it's just, you know, whole time of the day all stationed in Texas. But this is on, you have...
I have the tweed.
This is on fingering sock. He has it on fingering tweed, which they're about the same on this. What I absolutely love is how the pink does on fingering 100. Like you get more muted and lighter on the fingering 100. So, and I think it's because this one has no nylon in it whatsoever. But there you go. And all of these are in the shop ready to ship right now.
Right now.
Right now. The other thing that I have done recently is I have got a couple of sample skeins testing new bases. So this one, he's going to show you.
Super squishy.
This one is a fingering. I dyed over the rainbow on this one. It is a single base, and it's fingering weight. It's 100% superwash merinos, but it is like a singles construct. So it's very soft and airy and great for sweaters. And it's 400 yards per 100 grams. No clue what I'm going to do with this skein, except for I might buy more and knit up a sweater.
Do a giveaway.
You know, because I don't already have 12 million sweaters. No, I'm not giving that away. That's mine. But I'm thinking about adding this to the shop. I'm not 100% sure yet. So if y'all have an opinion on if you would like to see some single ply in the shop, let me know down below, because, you know, I just need more bases. Why not? The other thing that I was testing for a new base, which this one's definitely going to be in the shop, I just don't know 100% when, is another tweed base, and this one is Aran. This is hibiscus, and I am totally in love with this colorway. I am currently, everybody gasp at the same time, working on a gauge swatch. I know. I'm planning to knit a weekender out of this. However, what it calls for is a light worsted. This is an Aran, so I am working on a gauge swatch to see if, you know, it's right on, or if I need to go down a needle size or whatever, because yes, I want my weekender kind of baggy, but I don't want it so baggy that it's falling off of my shoulders, because it's already got kind of a wide neck anyways. But yeah. Love this. I love tweed in general, and pink is my favorite color, so the two combined, oh my goodness. And it's like so soft and squishy. I think you would like this base, just not that color.
Mm-hmm.
What color would you want on tweed? I have my
Concrete.
Concrete.
I want a gray sweater.
You want a gray sweater?
Mm-hmm. I have a gray sweater,
Do you want?
but it's too big on me.
Do you want clouded or charcoal or like concrete? Clouded is darker than concrete.
Clouded.
Clouded.
I forgot about clouded.
Yeah. This one is 183 yards per 100 grams. It's the exact same content as all the rest of my tweed, which is 85% superwash merino and 15% nylon nips, which is what the Donegal is. Because to get real Donegal here in the States would be extremely expensive.
Should just go over to Scotland and pick some up.
Ooh, totally. Mm-hmm.
Or Ireland.
Yeah, because that's what I do.
Yeah. Why not?
So I don't know why I'm handing that to you.
I don't either.
But that is what is going on. This one's for sure going to be in the shop, just not sure when yet. Probably towards the end of summer. About the time everybody starts thinking about making more stuff for the colder months. But I love this. This was a sample skein, but I have more coming in to knit my sweater with. Because, I just need another sweater on the needles. I've got two. This one's gonna for sure get cast on before the next time we podcast. And then I have two more that I have one more that I have the yarn already caked up, ready to go. Don't have the needles for it. I gotta get more needles. Then I have another one that I want to do out of this yarn, out of the single ply. Not that color though. I know.
You messed up my stack.
I'm so sorry.
There it goes.
But that's all I have for shop news. Did I ever mention the name of my shop? My
I
shop
don't think
name
you
is
did.
CherryPieCottage on Etsy. There's my tag. If you're watching this podcast, you should know it's CherryPieCottage. I mean, that's the name of the podcast too. But if you're new here, it's CherryPieCottage. I am on Etsy. I'm also, that's where you can find my products to buy. I'm on Instagram. That's where I make most of my announcements about the shop. And obviously, we're here on YouTube, but we also have Facebook and Ravelry. But yeah, those are all the places you can get a hold of us. Now it's time for the tail end.
Wah-wah.
Still not about anybody's butts.
No butts.
Do you have anything to add to the tail end?
I do not.
This has been very, very distracting rabbit hole. The whole that's just like us. I don't know why we always say this one has been. That's normal.
Yeah.
It's just normal for us. I write down so we will stay in order, but yet we always go down a rabbit hole.
Mm-hmm.
At least one.
Yeah.
Our average is about 5. But if you would like to join our groups, we have groups on Facebook and on Ravelry. Facebook, it is a private group. All you have to do is answer the 2 questions, and then I will let you in. You need to answer yes. If you answer no, you will not be
Allowed.
let in. Okay, that is the first time I have struggled with words for this podcast.
That is true. That's got to be some kind of a record.
I know, right? The question is, can you be nice, and do you like fiber stuff? Basically. And Ravelry you can join if you want to join. However, with Ravelry, I am not on Ravelry that often. I will check Facebook. I check Facebook at least once a day. Ravelry, if I remember, maybe once a week. I'm really bad about checking Ravelry. I go on there to check for new patterns every once in a while when I want to cast something new on. Other than that, I'm not really on Ravelry. Sorry.
So here on YouTube,
You blanked?
I blanked. Here on YouTube, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel, like and share the video, so that way everybody out there gets to know about us.
Everybody?
Everybody. So, yep.
Yep.
That's all I got.
That's all you got? Okay, well then. God is good.
Read your Bible.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.